Welcome to Saturday, the 2nd of March. Helen's long run day. As I say, I have driven here 20 minutes from home to be able to run with different scenery than on the roads around Worthing. So this is part of the Downslink up near, this bit is near a village called Stenning. It's absolutely horrific weather. I've been quite lucky with most of my training in that my long runs have generally been decent weather, as in not wet or abroad. Today it's my turn to experience shocking. I mean, it's supposed to clear up about 9 o'clock, which is in about an hour. But yeah, right now it's about 5 degrees and it's freezing cold. That's freezing cold. Windy and rainy. You know, if it was just wind or just rain, fine, but the two together, pretty minging. Anyway, I have this new top, which I'm loving. I trialled it for the first time yesterday on a short run, kept me really dry. And genius advice was, when I was ordering this, to get a size bigger, so you can fit it over the top of your backpack. And that is exactly what I've done. So I can't really show you, but my running backpack is underneath my top. So that can keep dry as well, and the coat's just keeping me and the pack all cosy. So I might look a bit weird, but I'd rather look weird and have most of my things dry. So those of you who watched my pre-race fueling little video will know I've just had 1.5 graham crackers, not my usual pre-long run fuel, but things went a little bit awry last night, so graham cracker it is. I have in my pack my gels. I'm actually trialling out a baby food sachet today as well, and then I've got a Belvita, a soft Belvita thing. So I want to try again having some more solid food on this long run as a practice for the ultra in May, where I'm not going to be able to survive off just gels. So yeah, the purpose of this run is to run, to get the distance done, but also take some time out to just talk to you a little bit about nutrition. There's a chap just run past looking very sodden in shorts. How do people run in shorts in 5 degrees? Anyway, no time like the present. I think I better get on with it, hadn't I? Well, as soon as I stepped out of the car, the rain stopped. Somebody's on my side today. So 16 miles starts in just a second. It is trail, but apparently I have been on there before, it's kind of gravelly, traily, not muddy traily, fingers crossed. So yes, I expect puddles, yes I do expect a little bit of mud here and there, but hopefully it won't be preventative for completing the run. Look at the state of this. It's absolutely brutal. The wind is coming from this side, blowing rain into my face. I'm just going to turn this way. It's just so cold, so wet, so windy. Thank goodness for this jacket, but at some point I will start talking about nutrition. But right now I'm just all huddled up inside my hood and I'm just kind of keeping going. So I am 3 miles, 5 kilometres in to my 16 miles and feeling okay. Now I'm out the wind and the rain. It's much more pleasant. The ground I'm dealing with is gravelly, a bit muddy sometimes, and a little bit puddly as well. Anyway, this is my time to take my first gel. Yeah, I know I'm walking. That's okay on the long run. I've probably, to be fair, been running a bit quick. I just get into this rhythm, but I should be slowing it right down, working on endurance. So I'll take this little walk whilst I have my goose. So yeah, race, long run and race. Nutrition is really, really important, because you've only got a certain amount of basically carbohydrate that you can store, and that is your body's preferred source of fuel. And when you're running slower, you can actually burn a lot more fat as fuel. You get a lot more energy out of burning fat compared to carbohydrate, but it takes longer to break it down. So if you're at a lower pace, sort of zone 2, that's when your body can really utilise those fat stores. However, when you're running longer than about 90 minutes, it's really beneficial to be taking on extra fuel, because you will definitely be burning carbohydrate as well, especially when the pace increases or you have a hill, anything like that. So having those glycogen stores is great because that's what you'll use, but then you can use them up. So topping them up with gels, giving you the quick energy hit, is a really easy, quick and convenient way of getting in that sugar, glucose. So I've got a few of these goos left. These aren't my favourite because they're quite thick. You have to take them with water. But I've got a few left, so I'm sort of using them up on my long runs at the minute. I've brought 2 other gels with me on this run, and have those space those out around every half an hour to 3 miles, whichever sort of comes first. So yeah, this is my first one. I'm going to finish this, take some water, and continue along the Downslink. So just coming up to 4.5 miles, and at 5 miles to up the pace to faster, and try and maintain that for 5 miles. So I'm talking to you now because I sure as hell won't be during that section. Fortunately, fueling wise, I'm going to be due my next gel in the middle of that push. So I'm going to spend the next half a mile putting my good tunes on, my motivational tunes to help with my pace, getting a gel easily accessible, so I can just pick and eat it whilst I run, getting some hydration down me and cycling myself up. Once I've done that, I've done my 5 miles, I'll talk to you again. Right, 5 miles done at marathon pace, allegedly. I feel hot, I'm out of breath obviously, a little bit tricky navigating puddles, but I think I did manage to keep that pace for those 5 miles. So I've now done 10 miles of my 16, and I'm due to take another gel now, but the thing is, just after pushing like that, just don't want it. This is the thing, like, you think, yeah, you do lots of running, can eat loads of food, but sometimes it's a real challenge to actually eat that much and eat when you don't want to. Knowing the science behind it helps, knowing that it will ultimately help me avoid injury, run better, keep going, all of this stuff. But right now I just don't want a gel, but I'm actually going to just get my breath back and sample a packet of baby food just to see how my stomach deals with it, because another thing with race nutrition is on the day of the actual event you don't want to be trialing new things. You know, you want to be taking stuff with you that you know works for you and doesn't upset your tummy, so you take these things out on these training runs like this to see how you get on. So I'm going to see how I get on with baby food. Banana and apple. It's very sweet. I can't believe I'm actually eating baby food. It's nice, quite nice. It's pretty much what it says on the tin. And yeah, sugar's what I need, but arguably, you know, better than a gel because it's vaguely natural. All right, I'm between 13 and 14 miles of the 16. I thoroughly, absolutely wanted to talk to you about nutrition strategy on this run, but really trying to just run in these conditions is taking all of my concentration. So I've got a little bit left to go. I thought I'd stop, say sorry that there won't be any more chat. I just want to get to the end now, get warm, but maybe I'll do a separate little video about how I fuel for races when I'm sat down and warm with a cup of tea. So for now, oh my god, it's just got heavier, this rain. I'm just going to grind through the last couple of miles of this of this run. I'll see you at the end. Well, that's 16 miles complete. Would you believe it that the sun is actually starting to come out now? It's still raining. It pretty much rained the whole time, but it's a lot brighter, and yet I can see it's starting to clear ahead. So I've got all the heat on in my car. I'm waiting for the seat to heat up, the steering wheel to heat up. My hands are pretty frozen despite my mittens. Got my next snack, which is a Belvita thingy. I did take a gel at mile 13 to get me through, a caffeine one, which helped, but that was tough coming back. That last bit, I mean, it was a bit more exposed, so I've had a lot of tree cover, which has been nice, but the last bit was just wind in my face, rain in my face, just disgusting. So I'm glad to be finished with that 16 miles in the bag with 5 miles at faster pace, so really pleased. And I'm gonna eat my Belvita, I'm gonna drive home, and I'm gonna get in the bath, and I'm gonna stay there for a long time. Thanks for joining me. Sorry about the promised, or the lack of promised nutritional chats, but perhaps these conditions just were not right, so perhaps I'll do something separate. But thanks for joining me. I'll stop talking now and see you next week. Oh, of course, if you haven't yet sponsored me, those that you have, thank you so much. If you haven't, and you consider popping a few pennies in the pot, really would be amazing. I've got about £1,000 still left to raise at this point, so every little helps. The links, as usual, at the end of the video, and also I'll put them in the description as well. So, all right, I'm definitely going now. Bye.